Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday, and welcome to my podcast, Monday Morning Muse. While I say happy Monday, I don't actually feel anything happy about it. In fact, I was feeling a bit traumatic the whole week. I guess this needs no introduction, and many of you might be feeling a bit lost over what has been the headline of the nation for almost a week now. Yes, a 31-year-old trainee doctor brutally raped and killed in Kolkata. A doctor who I feel is almost equal to God, forgetting her own sleep and health, running around to save our lives, took a break in the seminar room, is now not with us anymore. Okay, she lost her life, and doing justice to her after dying while not being able to give her protection in the country while being alive, it doesn't make sense. But at least for her survivors to be able to see justice for what has happened to their kid, I support the case being investigated upon. And there comes the next turn of events. The college was vandalized and all the evidence is destroyed. Wow. Now, people are comparing this incident to the Nirbhaya case that took place over 12 years ago. A physiotherapy intern gang raped in a running bus. And the Great Nirbhaya Act was formed in 2013, which says life imprisonment for rape as the maximum sentence, yet it sets down the death penalty for repeat of offenders and those victims are left in a vegetative state. How ridiculous! Why should they be allowed to repeat? Why imprisonment and not a death penalty in the first place is my stand on this. Now, a group of humanists will come up asking who gives the right to take a life of a human. Then I ask back, who gives the right to touch a woman and kill her without her permission? I'm sure these two women wouldn't have permitted or enjoyed being brutally assaulted by a few barbaric humans. The worst part, it doesn't end with these two women. Just these two saw the light, but how many still hidden in the darkness? And is it just women? No. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, even before they start their life, they are being killed. Animals, yuck. For them too, the 20-year-old imprisonment stands. Until recently, such incidents were not even being reported. Why? Fear of criticism, fear of unending court sessions. But the recent stats say the incidents are being reported now in high numbers. According to an analysis made by Child Relief in U, violence against children have gone up by 96% from 2016 to 2022. And in 2022 alone, the reported case of child rape has reached 38,911, and these are just the reported ones. What about the ones that weren't reported? It just stays with the child as a trauma for life. For all these assaults, there are multiple responses given by a few great-minded people, and mostly abusing the women by words. Again, like the girl must have shown signals and asked for it. A 3-year-old nursery girl was raped by her school van driver. Do you say the baby showed signals? Why was the girl over-friendly? A girl raped by her own father. You blame her to be friendly with her father? If a girl can't trust her own father, then who on earth should she? Girls shouldn't go out in the night. Why do girls need a life in the night? Why would girls go to the bars and discos? Okay, so this doctor was not in a pub. She was not roaming around in the roads with her friends enjoying the beautiful nightlife. She was in the hospital taking a break from her duties. So that's her mistake? And what more reasons do we still have to blame the women instead of the dirty one behind the act? And you say women going out with friends in the night is the reason. Maybe, for a change, why can't we change the rules? Why can't there be a curfew over men post 6 pm so that the women feel safe outside? Why can't there be a safe, distant act in place? No man come near a woman unless instructed. As they say, rape is one of the most offensive and heinous act that a person can commit. Then, why can't the punishment be harder and faster as well? The victim of rape, I feel, is better off dead. If at all she survives, she will survive her lifetime with the most horrific experience. Also, we live in a society where the victim is looked down, while the man of the act roams around holding his head high. Imagine the plight that the girl and the girl's family might go through. Their lives have turned upside down and living a life of hell and shame for no mistake of theirs. So, for such brutal acts, why can't the punishment be brutal as well? Like in China, where the punishment is death, or sometimes the person is castrated. Saudi, the culprit is beheaded in front of the public. North Korea, the culprit is killed by a firing squad. And Afghanistan, shot to death. Egypt, hanged to death. Are there no human people in these countries? There are. But maybe they don't consider the culprit human in the first place to do such an act, which I feel is appropriate. If you can harm a life, then you cannot expect someone to save yours. And why the delay? Why does the whole nation have to protest for justice? Doesn't the whole nation know it is total injustice? Why do people have to go over strikes? Why can't the punishment be more quick and cold? Even now, when the doctors are protesting, they are still attending to casualties. Now the question is on the safety for living in this nation. This happened in a hospital, a place where we can never even think of such an incident to happen. Then what is the level of safety for the common public? So many women, they might even be the breadwinners, working in odd shifts. I personally return home around 9:30-10 from work. Thankfully, I have never been exposed to such a situation, touch wood. But will this incident not make me fear to step into a cab after a tiring day? And here we are, celebrating our 78th Independence Day. And what independence are we rejoicing now? Independence to rape a woman at her workplace? Independence to destroy the evidences that stand for justice? Independence to stay quiet and observe while living in an insecure environment? Don't you think it's high time to give punishments then and there to such cruelties? I definitely think so. And until then, the independence just remains in numbers and words. As the great Mahatma Gandhi ji said, the day a woman can walk freely on the roads at night, that day we can say that India has achieved independence. And with big hopes, I wish for those days where no woman, no child, or rather, no human is harmed, physically, verbally, or even by the tiniest looks. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope you liked it. Request you to subscribe, like, and pin your comments on this episode. I will be back again next Monday with another episode of Monday Morning Muse. Until then, spread peace and take care. Lots of love.